Hey guys, welcome to another broadcast of Perry Style. This is like a Insta. Good morning, Victoria. Good morning, Chris Woods. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning. I'm just popping in. I'm about to like go on a walk because I try to get some exercise. Good morning. I try to get some exercise in the morning. So I'm about to go on my walk, but I needed to really pop in really quick and just share some stuff with you guys. So welcome to another quick, instantaneous episode of Perry Style. I'm Cherise Styles, and I'm a style consultant, and I teach business women how to style for success. And a really big part of what I do is visual styling. Hi, Jervis. Thank you for joining. Jervisha. Jervisha. That's a very interesting name. Very different. I like it. Really cool. Good morning. So, so I was saying, welcome to another broadcast of Perry Style. This is Cherise Styles. For those of you who are new to me, I am a style consultant, and I teach on image and branding and visual image and branding and bringing those things together. And so that's what I wanted to kind of pop in and talk about today. So I'm working with a client, and what's so interesting, you're new. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I'm hoping that I share something with you today that's makes sense and helps you out in your business or in your career. So if it does, just hit me up with some hearts. Double tap the screen and show me some hearts. Welcome to Perry Style. So basically, I'm working with a client, guys, and one of the things that is unfortunate about what's happening with this client is that she didn't take time in the beginning to sit down and figure out, meditate on, manifest, think, plan, write the vision on what her visual branding was going to be. And visual branding is so important. It's something, it's super important. It's something that we need to know as your clients, as your, oh, you guys can't see me. Sorry, the sun is beaming over there. As your clients or people that's going to work with you, we need to know what your visual style is and what your visual brand is. It needs to make sense. It needs to all come together. And when you don't take time to do that and you're kind of all over the place, it doesn't have a collective flow, and it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't speak to your company, your brand, your image, and it's kind of confusing, and it doesn't work. Most of the time, you're not going to see success when you don't have a visual flow and a visual branding that comes together. So what is a visual branding? Visual branding is pretty much your image, what they see when you step out, what they see you dressed as, and what they see you representing for your company. Anytime you're speaking or teaching or you're meeting up with a client, your visual brand, your image needs to line up with what they see on your website and on your social medias. If you talk to business coaches will tell you that a part of your visual branding is your font and your website colors and things of that nature, right? But it's also the pictures that you choose for your website and for your promos and all of those kinds of things. When you're doing promos, it needs to all flow. So there's a young lady that I follow. Her name is Fabiola Giovanni. She's really, really awesome. If you guys don't follow her, you should. She gives a lot of really great business tips. I think she's like a branding. Hi, Sharika. Good morning, sissy. I think she's like a branding coach, if I'm not mistaken, right? And one of the things that I love about her is that in my branding and image package, in my service that I provide that's called the branding and image package, I teach about having a signature piece, because that's a part of your visual branding and helping people to see and understand you and your personality and your brand. And so the thing I love about Giovanni is that anytime you see her on Periscope, anytime you see her out and about or whatever, she's got this really spunky personality. She's always smiling, and her signature piece is statement necklaces. So she's always wearing statement necklaces that are really outstanding, that catches your eye, that draws you in, right? So when you go on her website, All of her pictures she has on statement necklaces. When you see her periscopes, she always has on a statement necklace. That is what a signature piece is, and that's something that I help my clients to identify for their business, a signature piece. Does any of you guys know about signature pieces or have a signature piece that you kind of line up with your brand? It's all a part of your visual branding. Things like that is all a part of your visual branding, and it's huge, 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 huge. I'm telling you, it really takes your business to the next level. It really, really does. So one of the things about Giovanni is that thinking about that's what you have to do, Victoria. Signature piece and thinking about what you want it to be is huge. And thinking about what you want your visual brand to be. Right now it's Converse. Well, if it works for your brand right now, then that's perfect. It just has to be lining up with your brand. That's the point. You have to line up with your visual brand. And so what you want to do is your visual brand is going to be your personality mixed with your brand, mixed with who you are and what you say that you can do for them or you can do for us. Those are the things you need to sit down and you need to think about. And you need to make a whole package of everything coming together with your visual brand. And again, the way you do that is your personality. You want to add your personality in there. Like Giovanni, she's happy, she's smiley. That's her natural personality. When you go to her website, her colors, her fonts, they're happy, they're smiley. They're making you feel just, oh, you know, good and warm. And when you see her, then she's talking and she's good and she's warm and so this is all a part of visual branding. So it's really important to make sure that you love gold colored prints. You should really focus on your website being bold color prints, Sherika. You should work on your, your colors being bold colors. You should work on when you take pictures for your website, when you take pictures for your social medias, make sure you have on bold, bright prints. That is your visual branding. That's how you visual brand, guys. That's what needs to happen. It needs to be very collective. It needs to be across all your social media platforms. It needs to be across all your pictures that you promote and push on. It needs to be on your website and things of that nature. And when you're meeting up with clients, it's great to do that. Does it mean that you have to, oh my God, I don't have on a bold print, I don't have on a big bright print, I can't go meet a client? Not necessarily, but it needs to be a flow. It needs to be a constant. And that is how you visually brand. Because when you don't, if you're in a stage where you're just building your business or you're revamping your business, then it's a really good time to sit down and plot out your visual brand and know that it's going to meet up with your personality, because then you don't have to change it because it's you. It's naturally you. It's going to meet up with the brand that you have in mind and how you're going to do your brand. And it's going to be showing people and telling people what it is you do for them. It's going to make sense, as to what you offer. You know what I mean? So all those things need to really, really come together. That's big. I just wanted to pop in really quick before I take my morning walk. You see the sun is like baking on me. So, but I really needed to share this. I needed you guys to because it can be so costly when you don't do this from the beginning. And I have a client right now that I'm working with, and it's going to be really costly for her to kind of go back and revamp. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, Sherika. I'm telling you, this is the time to do it. This is the time to plan it all out. Plan out what you want your bold prints to be. Think about your pictures and the photo shoot you're going to do. I'm going to be doing a scope on how to have a successful photo shoot for your business. And it's a lot of great tips that I think I'm going to be able to share with you guys for that too, because it's some really great things that you want to be able to include and do on your photo shoot so that you have the success. Because the worst thing is to spend money, invest in different things that you need for your business, and then it doesn't work out and you got to backtrack and spend more money and fix it because you're not satisfied or it's not working or it's not up to par. So you really, really need to plan things out. Like, we have to sit down. We can't be spontaneous with everything in business. That's not how business works. That's not how successful business works. So successful businesses sit down, they have a plan, they have strategy, and that's what we all have to do as small business owners so that we're not wasting money, okay? So your visual brand. Anybody have any kind of questions really quick about visual brand, about your visual branding and how you do that and how it goes about, how it lines up with your image? Because I really want to see you guys succeed. Like, I do this because I hate when people come to me and then they have to spend so much more money because it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, well, who you say you are and what you say you have going on, you have to figure out what yours is. Yeah, just take time and meditate on it. You just have to take time and meditate on it. Think about your personality. Think about, you know, what it is that you offer people and how you can line all those things up. How you line up your personality, your brand, who you are, and what you offer. Those are the 4 keys. Your personality, your brand, who you are naturally, and what you offer people, and how all those things come together. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about visual branding and, you know, kind of getting all that. I'm going to okay, I'm going to move on. Not respond to that. But yeah, so I hope that helped, guys, honestly, because it's really, really important. And I don't want to see you guys have to backtrack. I don't want you guys to have to, you know, spend the money after you've already kind of done the work and have to go back and spend more revenue on it, because it's like really costly. So it's not what you want to do, guys. So anyways, I hope that really helped, and I want to say good morning, happy Friday, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this this quick Insta spontaneous episode of Perry Style. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for your morning. Double tap the screen if that helped you at all. Give me some hearts and some love. Give me a little bit of double taps if that helped. Just tap it up if that made sense and that works for you guys. All right. For any of you guys that's catching the replay, you can also send me some love and some awesome tips. I mean, some hearts. See, I'm so into tip mode. You guys can double tap the screen and send me some awesome hearts and some love as well. And you guys can always email me if you have any questions. You can always reach me on my Facebook page, /Cherie Styles. I'm always there and willing to help, because this is what I love. So yay, I hope everybody's going to have an amazing visual branding. I can't wait to see you guys and see you on the social networks and see how everything comes together, because I know that we're all building successful businesses, right? So we're going to manifest, we're going to speak, we're going to throw into the air today that we are all going to have a great, successful business day. I can't wait to hear reports of all the awesome things that's going to be happening with your businesses, guys. And thanks for coming through to another episode of Perry Style. I'm going to get my big old, all the way 9 months pregnant self out of this hot heat, because I've taken my walk. It's time for some breakfast. Peace.